In the Black, Living Your Dream. Once again, this is Aaron Smith, your financial design coach. Welcome to our series. This is series 1 of Family Financial Code of Conduct. Many of you over the years have gone to school, whether it's in your elementary years, maybe even in your high school years. And a good number of you have gone on to higher education at the collegiate or the college level, I should say, university level. And at all those levels of schooling in this country, we don't learn about money. Many of you have tuned into my Tuesday evening live Facebook events that I have as it relates to the language of money, and I always talk about the point that's so important in our world right now is that while we're not really making sound decisions with our assets or with our monies, it's simply because we didn't learn about money. We didn't learn the ABCs of money. We learned our ABCs. We learned our 1, 2, 3s. We were able to efficiently put together a strong paragraph. We could write that paragraph. We could actually even interpret the paragraph. But unfortunately, in our school systems, we don't learn about money. Because we don't learn about money, it's put us behind the 8 ball as it relates to building wealth. Wealth to us seems to be very intimidating. Money, intimidating. Many times confusing. Not sure what direction we should go in when there is a money event that's happening in our lives. Well, that's what this podcast is designed to do. Is to help you improve on your personal financial knowledge. That's right. Even though you've gone to school and you've became an engineer, you became a nurse, you became a federal employee. Ladies and gentlemen, you may have become a truck driver. You may have become a business owner. All those things are great, but what we're going to do is we're going to add to that the importance of financial literacy and financial education. So that's why we have decided to have this event every single week to help you improve on your personal finances. So we're going to continue on our series of the Family Financial Code of Conduct. The Financial Code of Conduct. Let's break it down just for a moment here. Let's talk about what is necessary, first of all, as it relates to a code of conduct. As I said in my opening series prior to this podcast, I talked about the fact that in my family, my parents had some code of conduct in our household that we had to follow. And one of those code of conducts was when the sun went down, you made sure that you were in the house. You made sure wherever you went to have fun, to play basketball, to do whatever it was necessary that you wanted to do as a young kid, that me and my 2 brothers, we were to be home before the sun went down. That was a code of conduct. And many of you have those code of conducts in your household. Unfortunately, many of us don't have a financial code of conduct. So I want you to get your pen, paper, I want you to get ready here as we start talking about in this series 1 on how to build the foundation of a family financial code of conduct. All right? Well, for starters, what we want to do is we want to involve everyone. This is about communication. So what you want to do is you want to put pen to paper and you want to start to establish the rules of your family financial code of conduct. Now, it doesn't mean that these rules have to be in writing where you have to sign them. You don't want anybody in your family to do that, but you want them to understand as time goes on, what are the rules of conduct? what you should be following as it relates to money in the household. And we want to start with the family first. This is not something that you want to skip to your brothers or your siblings' family, or to your parents or to your grandchildren just yet. I want you to stick right there in your family. I want you to make this exclusive, first of all, for your family. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to write down our code of conduct rules. What are some of the rules that you want to employ under your family financial code of conduct? And you want to have the communication set in place. What do you mean, Aaron, when you talk about communication? Well, you want to do this with, if you're married, you want to do it with your spouse. Or you want to do it with your girlfriend or boyfriend or your partner. You want to be able to establish communication together on how you want to design and you want this document or this conduct to look. Let me take it a little bit further. You might want to write in there, for example, a rainy day fund is a requirement in our conduct. In other words, we have to build, or each one of us in the household that's working, we're going to build a minimum of $1,000 in our rainy day fund or an emergency account. That's part of our code of conduct. That should go in your code of conduct, as a matter of fact. Another thing that you might want to include in your code of conduct, you might want to include in the code of conduct making sure that we pay our bills on time. In this household, our bills will be paid on time. The reason we want our bills paid on time is because it allows us to improve on what is called our credit score. The better credit score we have, if we ever have to go out and borrow money, which we're going to be talking about at some point, borrow money, we're going to be able to get our money at the cheapest percentage or cheapest dollar amount because of the fact that we have good credit. That will be in your code of conduct. Another thing that you might want to consider in your code of conduct is that if you borrow money from a family member, you pay that family member back. Absolutely. You do not skip out on that payment back to your family member. That should be part of your code of conduct. That absolutely should be part of your code of conduct. I want you to think about it. I know many of you are tuning in. You have lent money to family members. And you haven't received what's due to you from the loan that you lent to your family members. Well, that shouldn't be part of the family. That's not a good way to have smart money decisions in your family. It's actually a good way of building a bridge in the family. Building some destruction in the family. So that should be part of your code of conduct. So what we're going to do on our next series, if you will, my followers, the next series, I'm going to create a list of potential ideas that you should create as you're designing your code of conduct document. And once we build this document, once you build this document, designed custom for your family, what we're going to do is we're going to start talking about each part of the document, how to use it effectively so that you're able to build the wealth that you desire. Once again, I am your financial design coach. This is In the Black, Living Your Dream. We talk to you next time. We'll see you soon.